What is up, my puffer people? It's I, Caden, your puffer pal, back with another video. And today, I'm talking about something pretty exciting. Okay, so I'm participating in a draft league. It's not like a big one. It's just between me and 5 other people. Yeah, you're probably thinking usually you should have more than just 6 people, but we've already sorted it all out, and it's gonna be dope. So anyway, we finished the draft, and today I'm going over the Pokemon that I drafted. So basically, the first round, I went into this not having a complete strategy, but knowing a decent amount about a draft league format. Like, I knew the cores and stuff. So I went in, and I wanted, for my first round pick, Victini. 100% he was going to be my first round pick, Victini. But he got picked. Literally, I was the last pick, so I had the wheel pick, which was good, but because I had the last pick, Victini got picked before I could pick him. Which I thought was bad, but wasn't the end of the world, because I was able to end up drafting Tapu Koko first round. Now, Tapu Koko is power. He's got nice 226 special attack, 235 attack, so he's a very nice mixed attacker. And you could basically run really a lot on him. You could run you don't have to run Scarf, because he's like so fast, but you could literally run a Choice Band, Choice Specs, flipping Leftovers, Life Orb, basically anything. And his move pool is actually really good. Acrobatics, Agility to raise his already insane speed, Brave Bird, Calm Mind, just a couple Facade if you want to run it for some reason. He got some Grass Knot, Light Screen, nice Nature's Madness, which is pretty good, but I don't like to use it really, but I mean, it's not bad. You got a Quick Attack, Roar if you want to do that. Wait, I didn't even know this, but he gets Roost. That's insane. Like, he just can do so much that I just felt like he was a good first round pick. And then also he matched up well because you're allowed to draft a Mega. And first of all, I picked my Mega last because I had the last pick. All the good Megas that I really wanted were taken. But he matched up well. Like, Mega Venusaur couldn't, but then someone else picked Mega Medicham. Boom. He could easily beat Mega Medicham. Mega Gyarados. He's the perfect counter to Mega Gyarados. Mega Charizard Y. He's a good counter too. And then Mega Charizard X. He's not the best counter too, but I'm sure he could still technically, I'm sure, do some work to Mega Charizard X. And I mean, he's just like an all around, like, even his look. I mean, it's not the best, but he's still got a pretty good defense and defense stat, so he could take a few hits. I mean, why does he have 0 in attack? EVs, IVs. Boom, now you got nice 266 attack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just looking forward to using a Tapu Koko in a few ways. I don't have that much to talk about Tapu Koko because he's just like, there are some other mons like I'm way more excited about, like Jirachi. Like, okay, so after Victini got picked, I needed a psychic type. I was between Jirachi, Mew, and Necrozma. I picked Jirachi because of one reason. Serene Grace. I love Serene Grace. Like, look at this. Ancient Power now will have a 20% chance to raise all stats. You could, have a 60% chance to paralyze. Where is it, though? This is, the best part. Ironhead now has a 60, it's stab by the way, and it has a 60% chance to flinch the target. Think about that. Over half of the time, Jirachi's gonna be flinching your opponent's Pokemon. And then, he gets access to the elemental punches. So you have a 20% chance to freeze if you want to run that. And you could run him, because he's base 100 all across the board, you could run him special or physical, because he gets nice physical attacks like Iron Head, Drain Punch, Fire, all the elemental punches. But then he gets Flash Cannon, he gets Draco Meteor. Here, let me just show you something, okay? Literally. Wait, does Dragonite, Draco Meteor, look at that. That's a move that most of the time pseudos have. And, I mean, I get he's a legendary, but usually dragon types have it. Go to, Salamence, go, Draco Meteor. But for some reason, Jirachi gets Draco Meteor. That is insane. And then he gets Dazzling Gleam. Again, Calm Mind, he even gets Healing Wish. What? Even, maybe I'll even run that 1 week just to see. Light Screen, Meteor Mash, so many. Then Meteor Mash will have a 40% chance to raise my attack, so I could run a nice, physical variant with that. Then he gets, Psychic for if you want to run him special. It's just insane. He could even set up Hazard. I love him. And then his ability is really good. And then if you want, you could run a lot of stuff. I like to run either Air Balloon because one of his biggest weaknesses is ground, or even Assault Vest because you don't have to have any. So I would think about it. Give him Ancient Power, and what's it called? Or you could just give him Power Up Punch, and that's basically and Power Up Punch is literally a setup move without actually having a setup move. So it's pretty good. And then just as nice, you could literally have him nice, if you give him a plus special attack nature. Look at that attack. And then even if you could run even a mixed Jirachi if you want to do that. Give him 31 max attack, and then 4 in speed. If you want to, you could run a mixed attacker. He's just so versatile. It's great. It's really cool how versatile Jirachi could be. What else? He's Steel Psychic type, which is a really good. I forgot to mention how good Tapu Koko's typing is. He's weak to a couple types, but think about it. Water, one of the main types, he counters. Dragon, one of the main types, completely counters. Flying counters. He counters so many of the biggest type. And then Jirachi, Steel. Jirachi is insane with the amount of, resistances he has because of Steel. Steel, literally takes a good mon and makes it incredible. Another thing, because of all the resistances, you could run, bulky Jirachi if you really wanted to. Does he get Recover? I don't know. No, he doesn't get Recover, but I'm sure he gets, he gets Rest, so you could give him Chesto Bear. Literally, he resists Grass, he resists Ice, Flying, Dragon, Steel, Fairy, Rock, and Normal. He's super resistant to Psychic and immune to Poison. He's weak to 4 types and damaged normally by 4 types, but besides that, he's gonna eat up most hits. He's so you could really run a bulky Jirachi if you really want to. Look, you wanna go run if you really want to, you could run Assault Vest with 148. Well, you're not gonna run Assault Vest because you want to give him red. And then you could go. Look at that, you got really good stats all around the board. His special attack is still really, oh well, that was because. But if you want to give him a plus defense minus attack and run a special, he still has a really high special attack to work with. Like, you could still work with it. Like, you know? Now, going into the next round, I really wanted Salamence. And I mean, really wanted him. I love Salamence. But he got sniped. A couple rounds before me, he got taken. But it wasn't the end of the world because I still had Dragonite, who I knew I could count on. Now, his shiny's amazing. But just like his ability, multi-scale is so good. So if this Pokemon is at full AP, damage taken from attacks is halved. So you're thinking, so he has a 4 times weakness to ice. So you send him out on a ice attack, and he'll be able to eat it because of his ability. And you could then give him the weakness policy if you want. He'll eat up a super effective hit. And then if you want, you could give him agility, which will raise us. Go for agility as he eats up the super effective hit. And then you're going to outspeed a lot of things. And still, even if for stuff you don't outspeed, he gets extreme speed, and he gets Aqua Jet. So he gets 2 priority moves. And then the versatile moveset. Water attack. He gets special ice attacks, even though special attack isn't as high. He still has a base 100 special attack, which is you can easily work with. You could run a special Dragonite with the weakness policy, give him flipping Blizzard and Draco Meteor, or just Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast, Focus Blast, like. He even gets Stab Hurricane, which, because it's Stab, gets powered up to like base 165 power with 70. I mean, it has 70% accuracy, but still, he gets Iron Head, Outrage, like he is just so insane. Like, I know most people, when you ask who's the best pseudo, they'll say, Garchomp, Salamence. I've heard Guja's pretty, like, people use Guja, but you don't hear Sea Dragonite used that much in competitive. But, it's actually really good. I mean, you could run a max special attack with, again, why? Why do they never have attack IVs? But still, look at that monstrous attack. That's with no EVs and nature. 304 attack. Look at that. Give him a plus attack nature. That 403 attack. After weakness policy, it gets to, I believe, over 1,000 attack. I mean, which is insane. To, like, imagine getting hit by a stab Dragon Claw from this thing. And then, you could give him, if you don't want to give him the weakness policy, give him the choice band. And I mean, obviously you'll always find multi-skill, but you could give him inner focus, and he'll never flinch, which is good. You could give him defog to get rid of hazards, even though you never would, because you don't want him out on hazards. You'd give him earthquake. He gets all the elemental punches, I believe. Yeah, ice punch, yeah. Thunder punch and fire punch. So he gets all the elemental punches. Just like the versatility that he has is so good. Next, this is like one of my most hyped picks. So first of all, let me just like get up. We're allowed to pick one Mon, and that was our Z-Mon. So basically, that Mon was our Mon, the only Mon we could use on give Z crystals to. I chose Crocodile. I absolutely love Crocodile. It is so good. Here's why. It's got 3 incredible abilities. Intimidate, which lowers the opponent's attack, so he'll be able to take hits better. Moxie, which after you get a kill raises your attack by 1 stage, allowing you to just like put in work if you give him like a choice scarf or a choice band. an anger point, which if he takes a crit, his attack is basically maxed out. Then, again, the reason I made him my Z-Mon is because of the variety. You think these guys get variety? Look at this. Fighting, water, even dragon, ground, fire, dark stab, but grass, hidden powers, but more dark fighting, where's it? Rock, ghost, poison if you want, fighting, and then he gets even Iron Tail, so you could run Steelium Z to cover his weakness to Fairy. And then, if you didn't think that was good enough, he's got a really high attack stat. Give him 31. Give him plus attack of nature. And then look at that attack. It's 366. After a Moxie boost, if you give him Moxie, he'll just he could easily just wreak havoc. Let's see, what else could he? He could also, if you really just want to have fun, he gets a fling, which I love. I just love that you could just troll the person and go fling. You could run, you never would. You could run Hyper Beam on him. Oh, here's Iron Tail. Retaliate if you want. You could give him, what else? Swat. Oh my god, I want to run. Oh, you could give him Thunder Finger. I'm so going to run Swagger on him 1 week just for the lulz. You could give him Snore if you really wanted to. He could get Flying EMZ. Attract, even. Man, that's just... Man, yeah, so he just, hits like a jock. And then you might be thinking he's not the fastest. But we'll get to that in a couple months, okay? We'll see why I'm probably not going to run Choice Scarf on him many weeks. And there's a reason for that. Next mod. Another mod I was very, very, very excited for. And another physical mod. So, yeah, I have two. They were both mixed, but they could both be good special mods. Anyway. I was thinking about making him my, Z-Mon, but I decided not to. Again, you could give him a nice attack stat. He's got a really high attack stat. And then, what's good about him is he's his speed is insane also. 349 speed's really high. Tapu Koko's fast though. 359. Give him if you want to even give him a plus speed nature, he's going to be outspeeding everything. But anyway, then you got Weavile. He's really quick. Anyway, he gets pretty decent ability and pressure, not the best, but if they have a move that doesn't have the most PP in the world, it's good. But then his moveset, he gets agility if you want to make him faster. He gets a Swords Dance, I know, somewhere. He gets Swords Dance, X Scissor. You could run Aerial Ace because he has a 4x weakness to fighting. Icicle Crash Stab, Knockoff Stab, Low Kick, Poison Jab, Power Up Punch, Foul Play, Brick Break, Avalanche, Double Edge, and I'm looking forward to running some nice shenanigans. I don't know, I'm planning on running some pretty cool stuff with him. Heck, if I wanted to, I could run Whirlpool on him. I'm not, but I could. I could do Natural Gift. I could really run anything, a lot on him. He gets Iron Tail, too. He gets a Giga Impact. Giga Impact. Focus Punch if I really wanted to. Dream Eater, he's just Bite, Beat Up is actually not a bad move. All healthy allies in damaging the target. And then I like his shiny. Let's see. So, his typing's two very good offensive typings. I'll tell you that. but two very bad defensive typings. Dark isn't the worst because it is immune to psychic, but ice literally resists only ice. And he's weak to 5 types, and super weak to, and 4 times weak to another type. So, and he only resists 3 types and is immune to 1. So I mean, yeah, he isn't the best defensive wise, and his defenses aren't all that. So he could easily get one shot. But it's like he's so good offensively that I felt like I had to get him. Plus, a lot of mons by now are taken. Like Superior is a really good mon I was gonna get, but he was taken. Alolan Ninetales, I think, had been taken by now. Frostlass was, even though I wasn't gonna draft, Frostlass because I don't like it. And then, so yeah, I mean, I was also thinking about going, Mega Glalie, but then I decided to go a different Mega. So, then, at this point, I needed Pokemon to eat up, walls. And I hadn't, so, I also really like my Fairy Dragon Steel Core. I didn't get a Fire type, but I did get a really good Water and Grass type Vaporeon. Starting off my 2-wall core, a very good 2-wall core though. In my opinion, best ability in the game, one of the best abilities in the game, with Water Absorb, which literally means they cannot hit me with a water attack, which is so good. Then, special defense really high. Its defense is decent. And then look at that HP stat. Just look at that. Wait, okay, look at that. Run, then plus defense minus attack. You've got such a good wall here with an insane, you've got an insane HP stat, and even a pretty good special attack stat with moves like it gets also gets Baton Pass and Wish, so it's a great Wish passer. Gets Protect, so you can protect on that turn. It gets Scald to burn Pokemon to help out its a horrible defense stat. Hyper Voice if you really want to. It even gets, where is it? Wait, which I find insane. It even gets where is it? Synchronoise if you want to run Synchronoise for some reason. And then it gets Ice Beam. You could run Hidden Power on it. Haze you could run on it. Blizzard if you really were feeling, in the mood. Hyper Voice, what's the other move that? Oh, it gets Signal Beam, which is actually pretty helpful. But its, main 2 things are its awesome ability Water Absorb, which just makes it so literally, it is the perfect counter to Water types. Water types can, especially if you give it Synchronize, it just kills Water types so good. It's one of my favorite mons and my second favorite evolution. My other favorite, it was tough choosing between, but I already had, my other favorite is Umbreon, but because I already had 2 dark types, didn't want to draft another. And, it's pure water, which means it doesn't have too many weaknesses. It's only weak to Grass, Electric, and it resists, 3 types and is immune to water because of its ability. It's not actually immune to water, but its ability basically makes it so it is. Then, that's my first, and then I got 6 more. Then I drafted one of my favorite mons is Swallow. Here's why. It's so good because of how mixed it is. You could run physical with guts. You could run it physical guts, or you could run Scrappy with making it special. Wait, plus, and then give it a choice specs and give it boom burst, which has 140 power plus a stab. So because it's stab, gets boosted to 210 power. Literally nothing wants to take a choice specs boomer from a swallow. And I mean, obviously there are few modifications to a choice specs boomers, but not many. I mean, nah. And then you could, like I said, you could run Guts, Flame Orb, with Brave Bird and Double Edge. You could give it. I give it Heat Wave when I run it special. You could give it U-Turn. You could give it a Defog if you want it to be your defogger. Captivate. Aerial Ace, Air Cutter, Echoed Voice, I guess. I mean, I would never do that. You could run Feather Dance, go out to Crocodile, and then they would be -3. That would be cool. This is a good show. I could give it Focus Energy, Giga Impact. Honestly, if I really wanted to, I could give it Mimic, if the last that would be cool. Funny that. I could give it so many moves. Like, it's not the most versatile, like it's predictable, but it does what it does so good that it's okay that it's predictable. And then part 2, in my opinion, really good defensive core is Pharaoh Thorn. It's horrible speed, but look at these defenses. Look at that. 361 defense, 331 give it a plus special defense minus speed. Look at that. Look at those defense stats. It's going to eat up hits. Eat them up. Then you give it Leech Seed to recover. And then because it's like the slowest mon, it's super slow, it's like you're going to have to take a hit, but it's not the big deal. Does this get yeah, it gets Gyro Ball. And because of how slow Pharaoh Thorn is, Gyro Ball will be hitting just so hard. I don't know how hard, but really hard. Like, run a minus speed nature. Look how... can you give him 0? He literally has 40 speed. Gyro Ball's hit. And then if you really wanted to, I would never, you could give him Swords Dance, and does he get I feel like he gets like he gets Power Whip, right? Yeah, he gets Power Whip. You give him like Swords Dance, and then give him like Power Whip and Gyro Ball, and try to like put in some serious damage. I mean, I don't know, because of his horrific speed stat, you're not gonna be outspeeding many mods. But I guess, I mean, technically, if you really, if you run max defense and max special defense, his attack is still decent. If you put 31, his attack is decent, and I'm sure you could get some serious damage off. Oh, and did I mention his insane ability? Iron Barbs. Literally, look at this. Pokemon making contact with a Pokemon lose 1/8 of their max HP, then give him Rocky Helmet, and you're just whittling them down. Plus Leech Seed. That, I mean, you can't, like, what are they gonna do? I mean, their HP will literally be draining so quickly that they just can't do anything about it. It's just, I mean, and he still gets good moves. Like, you could run Explosion if you want, Flash Cannon, Giga Drain, He gets thunder. Toxic. He can't be toxic, which is good. 4 times weakness to fire. But I mean, his grass covers his weakness to ground. His which is pretty good, and then his weakness to what else is bug is covered by steel, I believe. He gets hyper beam in green. You could run in green. Wait, if you really want to, you could run in green, leech seed, toxic, and just like, and then give him a like giga drain, and literally he will be sitting on the field for so long. I mean, think about how much he'll be recovering. Then, by this point, I needed a fighting type. I looked. There weren't that many really good ones left, but one that was left was Mienshao. Now, what's so good about Mienshao? It's quick, very quick. And I think it actually, can't you run special Mienshao, doesn't it? Yeah, it gets Calm Mind. So you could, and like Aura Sphere, so if you want, you could run special Mienshao. I've seen that be a thing. But it gets Inner Focus, Regenerator, one of the best moves, and Reckless. Why is Reckless so good? Because it gets such a spammable move. High jump kick. It counts as it gets boosted by Reckless, which is what, 1.2%. So times, I mean, yeah. So high jump kick. I'm trying to think. It's stab, so it gets 1.2 times 130 is about 25, a little more than 25. Like, is 30? Wait. No, it's not 30. No, it's okay. So it's about 120, like 120. So it gets boosted to wait, what? No, it's 27 about. Gets boosted to 157. Plus it's stab, which gets it boosted by like 65. So it gets boosted to like over 200 power, and it's just like with a really good attack stat. It gets a really good attack stat too, so it's just gonna be like tearing holes in teams, and it gets other good moves like Stone Edge. It gets Swords Dance to set it up, Knock Off, Poison Jab, Giga Impact, Force Palm, Fling, and Smelling. No, I hate Smelling Salts. In my opinion, worst move in the game. And its main purpose though was to fill in a fighting spot, and I think it's a good fighting type. Give it Choice Band. It's gonna be tearing holes in teams. Next, so at this point, Galvantula was taken. And I really wanted a Sticky Webber, so I wouldn't have to run a Scarf on Crocodile. Now I was thinking, who's a good Sticky Webber? And I figured, why not get a mon that does everything? And I'm like, interesting. And I'm like, why not? So I went Smeargle. I mean, he literally can do everything. You could give him belly. Oh, by the way, baton passing speed is banned, and baton passing what's it called? Baton passing Shell Smashes is banned, but you could baton pass a belly drum if I wanted to. I could give him cause I need someone to get rid of hazards. I could give him Rapid Spin. I could give him Roar of Time. I could give him spatial rend I could give him. Like, it's just so much. He literally could do everything. His stats, horrific. But you usually want to give him max speed. I like to give him a citrus berry. I like to give him own tempo. I like to give him timid, and then he'll outspeed hopefully some things, and then you could spore them and do whatever you want. Then he gets all types of hazards. He could set up and baton pass. He could technically, I guess, wish and baton pass. He could, what else could he do? Oh, he could, healing wish. I'm sure he could do that. Or he could do its counterpart, lunar dance. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. He could do lunar dance. He could, what else could he do? I'm trying to think of insane, things I could run for the trolls. I could give him. I would. Can I wait? Hail. Is there a move that called hail that sets? Isn't there a move that sets up the hail? Yeah. I could set up the hail and run Aurora Veil on him. I could run just Harden. I could give him Happy Hour if I wanted to. I don't know why I would. It's just stupid, but I mean, I could just run Sketch on him. I mean, obviously I'm not going to, but Baneful Bunker, Belly Jump, like I've already said. Anything else really trolly that I'm thinking I might run? Oh, I could give him a Sunsteel Strike, Moongeist Beam, and other stuff. Can I give him? I could give him Origin Pulse if I really wanted to. Special attack, it's trash, but I could. Next. So all I had left at this point was one tier 4 slot and a tier 1 slot. The tier 1 slot was for my Mega, and then the tier 4 spot was, I was like, who do I run? Now, I grew up playing Sinnoh, and one of my favorite mons from Sinnoh was Rampardos. And I'm like, Rampardos actually could be good. And I needed a rock type, so I decided I'll give Rampardos a try, why not? He's not usually ran in a competitive, so. Now, look at this attack stat, real quick. Look at that attack stat. Oh my god, it is insane. Does he get... He gets Swords Dance. He gets Rock Polish. I go Swords Dance. This would be my EV spread. And then Swords Dance, Rock Polish. Then just give him Head Smash and give him Earthquake, and he could easily sleep. If you don't want to run Swords Dance, you don't have to, because he still is going to hit like a truck. Even without Swords Dance, if you want to give him another move just for more variety, you could. Because, if you want him to be able to deal with, say, water types, get rid of Swords Dance, give him Thunder Punch, or Zen Headbutt you could give him for poisons, or he gets Outrage. I didn't even know that, but that's insane that he gets Outrage. One of the best moves. And then Head Smash, because of its stab, gets boosted to 225 power, which is just so good. 225 power is going to hit. With his attack stat, not many Pokemon want to take that hit. So he's going to, I don't know, I could see him out. I could do some cool shenanigans with him. He gets Sheer Force, which I could So, like, if I run a move like Stone Edge, it won't have a high critical hit chance, but now it'll be really powerful. And that's basically it. He's a very simple mon with, like, not that much variety. But now my final mon, my mega, is I went with Mega Bijo. You're probably wondering, Mega Bijo? Why? Here's why. A, there weren't really that many megas to choose from, really. A lot of them are banned to Ubers, and the others are, like, not banned to Ubers, but, still, not that good. But then his ability is adaptability. You might be wondering why is adaptability so good. It makes it stab 2 instead of 1.5. So let's take a look real quick. X Scissor, base 80 attack, stab. Now it's 160 power. When on any other bug type, it's only 120. It's base 160, or just 160. Then Poison Jab also gets boosted to 160. And with his insane attack stat, oops. There on. And, his really good speed, he's really a really fast mon. He's just, like, going to be hitting like an absolute truck. He gets fighting attacks, flying attacks. He gets double edge, drill run, knockoff, sludge bomb if I wanted to. Oh, he can set up toxic spikes if I want him to. Then he gets Swords Dance, even though he's not bulky. If I catch them on a switch out, I could set up a single Swords Dance and then continue to sweep. So that's my team. I'm really looking forward to this season. It starts next week, and I'm actually going against next week. Paul, coach of the Pele the Gujas. Weird, horrible team name. I know, worst team name ever. Oh, did I mention my team name? I am the proud coach. The proud coach of the Long Island Psyducks. And, now, Paul, his team name might be bad, but, team, very threatening. He's got Landorus T, Mega Medicham, Latios, out of Tier 1. Tier 2, he's got Greninja, Arcanine, and Gudra. Tier 3, he's got Gardevoir, which is his Z-Mon, which I didn't really understand when he had, Latios, who would have been a way better Z-Mon. But, he Roserade and Galvantula out of Tier 3. And then Doublade, you could run, like, Eviolite on that. Altaria and Lopunny out of Tier 4. So he's got a very threatening draft. I mean, Lopunny, is like the only mon in my opinion that's not threatening because of let me share. Lopunny's not good unless it's got its ability, because this is its only good ability. Q-Charm's decent. Wait, I thought it had a different ability. Oh no, yeah, Clutch. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Clutch is horrible. I thought it had a different bad ability. Okay, so it's ability, but it's still like Lopunny isn't that threatening. I mean, it could be good, like its attack isn't horrible, but I mean, I just feel like it's not that scary. But I'm gonna be posting a team builder soon. The schedule's probably gonna be team builders will go up on Saturdays and the games will go up on Sundays. That's what I'm planning on doing. And until next time, my puffer people, enjoy your day and goodbye.